What's up, guys? It's Salvajee from the Salvajee Cartel. Who's got the best weapons in Destiny 2's faction rally? Is it Dead Orbit? Is it New Monarchy? Is it Future War Cult? That's what I'm going to be telling you guys in this video. I'm going to be giving you guys a TLDR type sort of video when it comes down to the weapons. We're going to be reviewing the weapons in just a very, quick manner, because honestly, I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. We got the Truth Teller Grenade Launcher. This thing is garbage. It's straight up trash. Listen, I know that Orbit won the previous time, but the Orbit isn't going to win this time, just for the simple fact that people already realize that their shaders are trash, that their clothes look pretty baggy, that their weapons aren't really the greatest, and on top of all that, they're just fucking negative balls of shit, honestly. So yeah, Dead Orbit, don't pledge Dead Orbit. I usually pledge one character for each faction, but this time around I'm going New Monarchy all the way with two of my guys, and I'm gonna have one guy on Future War Cult. But anyways, contingency plan. This is of course the Dead Orbit Scouts that we're going to be receiving this time around. Pretty good scout rifle if you ask me. It's full auto, and on top of all that, it has auto loading holster. Basically, you put it back, you switch to your primary, it reloads automatically. But quite honestly, when it comes down to scout rifles that you want to be rocking in PvE, you have better choices, like the Manahan, like the 765 for example. So this is definitely a pass. Let's take a look at the Haunted Earth. This is another shitty scout rifle. Yes, it has high caliber rounds. Yes, high caliber rounds is the meta, but nobody likes this scout rifle because of the fact you have to play around the field prep perk, and on top of all that, it fires very slowly. Why run this scout rifle when you can run a Mida multi-tool? You guys know what I mean? We got the Guiding Star auto rifle. This thing fires extremely fast. Okay, it's kind of like a Super Saiyan Scavelock. Okay, it's got moving target, basically better what's this thing called, better aim assist, and then of course it's got a pendant magazine, higher magazine size. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this auto rifle. There are people that like this type of archetype, but long story short, this auto rifle is also trash because it's not 450 rounds per minute, like again the meta. The meta is meta for a reason. You guys know what I mean? Like, I can't really tell you guys, oh, it's not meta, but you should definitely go for it. I have to tell you guys the truth, and the truth is that auto rifle is just not going to perform well in the current meta right now. Escape velocity. This is the Dead Orbit SMG. It's a 900 RPM SMG in the kinetic slot. It has high caliber rounds. This thing is gonna be a destroyer in close range engagements. But if you want a good SMG, you should probably get the Educator. The 600 RPM SMGs is where it's at right now, as well as of course the other SMG that you can get from the gunsmith, but I actually forgot what it was called, so I'm very sorry about that. Okay, we got the Gravity Slingshot. This is the Dead Orbit Shotty. Pretty good for PvE. Like I said, it's got field prep. You have to play around it though, and then of course it's got tactical mag. It increases the mag to, I believe, 6 in the magazine. One thing that I can tell you guys from actually using this shotty, it's kind of a pain to use, honestly, because it just takes forever to shoot, and there's just better shotguns out there. So yeah, another bad weapon. 11th hour sidearm. They're kind of trash. The sidearms you should be rocking is Last Hope and Last Dance. Again, I don't want to be too harsh, but I gotta tell you guys the truth, and the truth is Dead Orbit has bad weapons. Okay, we got 3 Graves, really slow firing pulse rifle with Outlaw, not really the greatest. Okay, so now we're gonna move on forward to my boys at Future War Cult. Long story short, TLDR for Dead Orbit, don't pledge Dead Orbit. Alright, they got bad shaders, they got bad gear, and on top of all that, they got bad weapons. Okay guys, so here we are, and I've never seen this fusion. I mean, this Suros sniper rifle. It looks pretty cool. I don't know. Have I seen it? I don't know. It looks pretty cool. But anyways, let's take a look at the Future War Cult gear. Again, I'm just giving you guys a quick, straight to the point review when it comes down to all of these weapons. Just keep that in mind, guys. But anyways, we have Memory Interdict. So we got Rampage, and of course we got Implosion rounds. Basically, it makes it so that your grenades travel faster to your enemy, which means that you are going to be able to finish off your enemy faster. So if you don't have a play of the game grenade launcher, you probably want the Memory Interdict for, of course, PvP. This what's this thing called? This grenade launcher is also pretty good for PvE in general, literally like for almost everything. We got the Enigma's Draw sidearm. Some people might think this thing is going to change the meta, but it's not, because it's not a 415 RPM sidearm. It's a 260, which means it's a very slow firing sidearm. It has high caliber rounds, yes, it's true, but the sidearms that are dominating the Crucible right now is Last Hope and Last Stands. And yo, Bungie knows that high caliber rounds is the meta, okay, because they're basically slapping on high caliber rounds for almost anything. We got the stochastic variable, 900 RPM SMG. It's got high caliber rounds. It's basically a budget, what's this thing called? New Monarchy sidearm. I mean, New Monarchy SMG. But like I said, guys, if you want a good SMG, you can get the Educator from Trials. And you don't even have to win matches. All you gotta do is just get tokens and turn it into the lady. Honestly, I don't really like this type of SMG, which is why I'm not really gonna recommend it to you guys. We got the Heart of Time Pulse Rifle, of course. This is the Pulse Rifle that we would have gotten if Future War Code would have won the faction rally. Fun fact, they actually finished in 3rd place. New Monarchy on 2nd place by a long shot. We got Dragonfly. Pretty good perk overall. But honestly, it's not really worth it, in my opinion, when it comes down to this Pulse Rifle, because the impact is just really low. And if you're new to Destiny, basically high impact, the higher the impact, the better the damage, okay? It is a fast-firing pulse rifle, though, so if you want a fast-firing pulse rifle but that has Dragonfly, you might as well get this Heart of Time Pulse. We got the Eye of Foresight. Honestly, this, I don't know, there's better sniper rifles out there. Honestly, I didn't really like this sniper rifle. Of course, we got the Number Auto Rifle. If you want a really good auto rifle, basically for, you know, honestly, basically for like anything, PvP and PvE. Some people don't say, you know, some people say the Number isn't that great for PvP. If you don't have a Uriel's Gift, the Number is the next best thing, in my opinion, because it's got 39 bullets in the magazine. When you're like around 18 bullets or so, you get the high impact reserves. I use this auto rifle a lot, guys, and it's really good. Extended mag is, of course, also really good. Ricochet rounds, a complete waste of your time. Don't even go with that. Anyways, we got True Prophecy. I thought this thing was going to be a prophecy because of the time payload, but quite honestly, it's not good. Okay, I don't like slow firing hand cannons in Destiny 2. It's cool. I definitely have it because I'm a hand cannon collector. But quite honestly, True Prophecy is a pass. So, oh, yeah, that's right. And we got the Pleiades Corrector. This is the, what's this thing called? Future War Code Scout. Really good scout rifle for PvP, since it has, of course, high caliber rounds. A lot of people call this the legendary Mida multi-tool. Okay, or the poor man's Mida multi-tool. So, yeah, this thing is definitely a good pickup. When it comes down to Future War Code, yeah, you can definitely pledge for Future War Code. They have a pretty good amount of good weapons. You know, they got the Number, they got the Pleiades Corrector, and on top of all that, they have this fast-firing pulse rifle, Heart of Time, which, again, pretty cool if you ask me. But now, let's move on forward to the champs, okay? New Monarchy. Okay, guys, so this is one of the big reasons why New Monarchy is going to win the faction rally, most likely, because they have the basically they have the coolest winners offering weapon. They have the Honor's Edge. It's the New Monarchy sword, as you guys can see right here, and in my opinion, of course, it looks pretty cool. It has good swing speed as well. Anyways, it has End Guard or On Guard or On Guard, whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, I mean. Basically, quick attacks immediately after swapping to the sword. It does additional damage. This is, of course, very helpful if, of course, you're in the Crucible and you whip out your sword and then you get 2 eliminations, and then there's a guy with an overshield. You're going to be able to take out the guy with an overshield extremely quickly because of End Guard. So, yeah, really good sword that New Monarchy has. By the way, fun fact, when I came back to New Monarchy, they said, oh, our champion returns. That's another reason why I'm a New Monarchy guy. Last time around, I actually got every single New Monarchy gear except the freaking... Where's my New Monarchy gear? Well, anyways, oh, here it is. I got every single piece of New Monarchy gear except, of course, the helmet, I believe. So hopefully this time around, I get the New Monarchy helmet that I wanted so badly. But let's take a look at the New Monarchy weapons. So we got the Maxim XI, which looks very similar, honestly, to that's Zerro's sniper rifle. So I definitely want to get my hands on this. It looks really cool. It's got snapshot sights for, of course, aiming down sights quickly. That's helpful in the Crucible. It's got alloy magazine. reloads faster when magazine is empty, and of course it has flared magwell, basically better stability and more reload speed. I really like the sniper rifle. I think it's going to be the meta, part of the meta, I mean, because it has great impact and great range, which means this thing is going to be good not only for PvP, but also for PvE. So that's already a +1 right there when it comes down to New Monarchy. And you know what's a +5? No, not a +1, not a +2, a +5. The older sister 3, okay? So the reason why this hand cannon is so good, the reason why this hand cannon is so special, is because it has a 140 RPM. Okay, in other words, it fires at the same speed that the Better Devils fires at. I'm going to be grinding for this hand cannon today, and I'm going to be bringing you guys my review of this hand cannon as fast as possible. Okay, I'm really excited that we got this hand cannon. It's pretty cool. And of course, on top of all that, it has a really good impact. Here's the Better Devils, okay, as you guys can see. So it's basically the same thing as the Better Devils. It just has, of course, less bullets in the magazine. But honestly, you know, it's all good. We got armor piercing rounds. We also have alloy magazine, of course, just in case I didn't mention that. Oh, and we have ambitious assassin. So if you finish off, I don't know, like 3 shanks in a row, instead of getting 11 bullets in the magazine, you're gonna get probably like what, 16, 15 bullets in the magazine. So yeah, that's why the older sister 3 is a +5 for New Monarchy. It's a really good hand cannon. You're gonna get a lot of use for it. So of course we got the Good Counsel IX or the Good Counsel 9. Sadly, you know, this thing looks super badass, super cool, super flashy. Of course, I love the New Monarchy shader. It looks amazing. But it's a 150 RPM scout, which means it's a slow firing scout. I am going to be grinding for the scout, bring you guys gameplay of it ASAP. But honestly, the Mida is a 200 RPM scout, and 150 RPM scout rifles aren't really having a good time in the Crucible. On top of all that, it doesn't help out also that they gave it armor piercing rounds instead of high caliber rounds. But anyways, we also have, of course, hip fire grip, which basically increases the accuracy and stability when firing from the hip. Of course, that is an added bonus. We got a a medium range scope, and we also got a long range scope as well. Anyways, another weapon that we have right here in the New Monarchy rotation is the Unification VII, or the Unification 7. After using this shoddy in the Crucible, after my previous New Monarchy victories, I didn't really like it that much, honestly. This is basically a slug type shotgun, and you have to have really good aim with it. It does have some pretty decent range, but quite honestly, I don't know. I'm just not a just shotgun guy in PvP, so I can't really tell you guys whether this is worth it or not. We got the Song of Justice. This thing is really good if you know how to use it, okay? So if you stay back while your teammates basically push the enemy, you're able to pick off the enemy from long ranges really easily. We got the Restoration VIII, or the Restoration 8. Basically, this is a really good what's the thing called, auto rifle, but there are better auto rifles out there, so you really shouldn't be striving to get this. And then of course we have the Royal Dispensation 2. This thing is a beast at close quarters. It has high caliber rounds, but of course it's a 900 RPM SMG. You want to ideally get a 600 RPM SMG. And then of course we got the New Monarchy sidearm. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. It's got high caliber rounds and it's got full auto. Sidearms aren't really the greatest, but I'm actually going to give this sidearm a shot, and I guess I'll let you guys know in the coming days. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe to join the Salvajee cartel, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.